All right, everybody worldwide, you're now tuned into Motivation and Confidence, where we help you do your daily best. And I'm your host, Tom Danger. Back this week with a new episode. And we're at episode number 49. And this week's topic is, if it's broke, fix it. Before we go any further, if you have been tuning into the show and there's a particular subject that we have not discussed, please feel free to drop us a line. You can send me an email to tommydanger@gmail.com. All my social media is also connected through Spreaker. So you can hit me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever's your favorite place to socialize. All of the above, you can reach out to us. And as always, like, subscribe, and share. We are on various platforms, Spreaker, iTunes, tune in to, the Amazon stuff, it's out there. So thank you so much for tuning in as always. So if it's broke, fix it. And I have to be really conscious of my thoughts and not go all over the place, right? So I think the best way to do this is to start with a story. Okay. So, 2 years ago, my mother was diagnosed with cancer, right? And throughout my life, I grew up in a single parent household. My dad was in my life, but he wasn't in my life, not actively in the household, but I did have access to him. So my mom, to a certain degree, she was that authoritative figure, helped me to learn discipline, proper grooming, all that good stuff. My mom has always been that strong figure in my life. And when she was diagnosed with cancer, for those of you who have had or have loved ones that go through the process, it is a painful process for the cancer patient to get treated. And it's also a painful process to watch someone that you love go through that process, right? Because once you start chemo, it basically kills everything in the body, right? So to watch the person that I've always seen to be so strong basically wither away psychologically, it broke me down. Right? So now I'm a caregiver, right? I have to help care for my mom because she can't basically care for herself. And I'm staying on track here. If it's broke, fix it. And you're going to see it's going to come full circle. Okay? So I'm going through this process and I'm learning about doctors and treatments and nursing homes and in-home care and shots and medicine and all this stuff. And through the chemo process and being away from home, somehow she stops eating, right? And in doing so, something went wrong and she started losing the memory, okay? And it would be in spurts, right? So again, I'm thinking of the person that I know to be the leader in the family and taking charge, and now all of that's basically gone. So I'm trying to figure it out. Now, the rest of life is still going on. I still have a wife, I still have 4 kids, I still have a demanding job, and I still have my audience of Danger Vision and Now Later Man and 3DFC and all these other things going on just because I like to create art. Follow me. Now I'm a caregiver. I'm trying to get the person that I love to eat. Something as simple as eating. Not as easy as it sounds, right? Because they just don't want to. And, you don't want to watch the person that you love further wither away So you're like, ugh, what am I going to do? Right? I don't know what to do. But I know that she has to eat. So I have to be patient. I have to ask for help. You heard that episode before, right? Ask for help. I had to ask for help. And this went on for a good 3 months, watching this process, hoping to build it back up. I'm leaving out a lot of the details because it's too emotional. Helping to build her back up to somewhat of a normal state, at least where she can function on a daily basis unassisted. Not there yet. 2 years into it. Still working on it. But in the process of doing so, what happened to me is I started getting sick. Right? And I'm not saying physically sick. I think it's more of emotionally drained, psychologically tired. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to do certain things, and I just want my mom to be where she was. It's not happening at the pace that I like for it to happen at. It makes me angry. So I try to find different ways to deal with it. I've had some emotional breakdowns. I've had some tantrums to where I've, thrown things and break things because I'm just so frustrated, like I don't know what to do. I'm broke. Mentally, I'm starting to break down. How can I fix it? You call therapists. And, there are support groups for caregivers. Me being the stubborn man that I am, I chose not to. Because, growing up and you're taught you handle it, right? But in handling it, what does that really mean? I've never experienced this before. I don't know what I'm doing, right? But in the process, I'm beginning to break down. I gotta fix it. I still have, once again, a wife, 4 kids, as well as a grandmother who's impaired. Paralyzed, one side of a body that I have to assist and care for, right? So how do I fix it? I tell you what I did. I started a podcast, right? I had to think of a way that I could, A, help people and help myself. So I've now documented 49 different ways to self-assess to help you get through something, right? Is it easy? No. It's one of the hardest things that I've ever done before in my life. And I know that it's going to get even harder. But if you work at it and surround yourself with a support group that can help you through it, you can make it, right? If it's broke, you got to fix it. You just can't keep watching yourself break down. Otherwise, you're just going to be just as broke as the person that you're trying to help, right? Basically. So that's where we are today. Is it going to be easy travel? Not at all, And I wrote down a couple of notes here, right? So if it's broke and you want to fix it, first you have to identify what the problem is, right? Identify what the problem is. Admit that the problem exists. You have to state what you want to change. I want to get better myself. I don't want to continue to break down. I want to get better, Surround yourself with people who can make that change happen. And it's something where you have to take small steps daily to do so. And it's just that formula, and you continually do it until you see some results. That's all you can do, you know. It's a challenge, but if you surround yourself with people who can help you get there, you'll be all right. And as always, thank you for tuning in. This is Motivation and Confidence, where we help you do your daily best.